The Raw Impressions Distraction series continues with this, episode 110, the flatulence, the gasisode, the fartisode.
Adele.
Hello and welcome to Raw Impressions. It's the gasisode. This is Adele's baby. She's wanted this one for a long time. She's been talking about this one for a long time.
No, I haven't.
No, you have.
You
No.
both have.
No, we have. When we very first started the podcast, you're like, we've got to do...
That's crazy. Who would want to talk about farting?
Oh. I thought that 2 years and 3 months ago. And that we... Anyway, welcome, everyone.
Welcome. Let's keep the distraction flowing.
Let's get another lighthearted episode of...
Well, it's my pleasure to be here and finally deliver this. Apparently, what we're doing is featuring recorded human farts. And Lou and Adele and Lou, have asked me, 4-track man, to comment, to rate these farts. And I understand, well, I don't know how you got them, but if these are real, I'll know for sure. I'm a bit of a connoisseur of human flatulence.
Maybe these are AI generated.
Sounds fancy.
I think, no, we supplied these. We found these.
We found these.
We found them.
This was actually like a stumbled upon genius excavation.
We
This
crowdsourced.
is like archaeology for farts.
We did.
Found them.
Yeah.
They came to us.
Yeah, we,
It's incredible how
All
it
right,
happened.
what's the first one?
Fart number 1. Fart number 1.
Okay, that's my first impression, my first raw impression, shallow. Just shallow fart. Good thing is that I didn't hear it. It didn't seem like it was sneaking around any feces.
Oh God. Oh my God. What? What does
seemed
that
like-
even mean? Sneaking around feces?
I guess he really is a connoisseur. Like he can tell, perhaps he can tell if a fart is like when you got one on deck, like a.
Fart number 2.
Oh,
Okay.
Fart number 2.
No.
These are human farts.
No.
Human.
yes, they're
Oh
human.
my God.
Okay, well,
They are
obviously that didn't sound human. Obviously it sounded like a duck with more of a quack.
Oh my God.
That a human anus could make this sound seems unlikely to me,
human. It was.
but okay.
Yeah.
God, I wonder who provided that one.
It wasn't me.
Wasn't me either.
Yeah.
Totally mystery. I don't know where those come
I
from.
found that one. But it is a verified human
fart. Right.
Verified.
Verified. Yes. Yes. Thank you to the
It's got a
contributors.
check mark or a little
Yeah, blue check next to it. It's a
Fart
Puff
number
cloud.
3.
Oh.
Fart number 3.
Well, that's great. Now that's funny. That's classic. That's something that can be shared in a family environment. Kooky! A double fart and a good full
it's like a toot
toots.
toot.
Yeah.
That's why we call them toots.
It's a
That's what
train.
makes it cute. That was cute.
It was
Yeah,
adorable.
like worthy of a children's book or something.
I know,
Yeah.
right? Like a tooting book where you press it, it makes a sound.
It was a family-friendly fart.
Yeah. That's one for everyone in the family,
Yeah.
old and young.
Whoever of you two that recorded this fart, Abe, once.
No. What's happening?
So, this is not. It's not you.
No.
Because that was cute.
What?
And that reminded me of someone.
Oh, what? Is he talking about the toot?
Yeah.
Fart number 4.
What? Did he just say my name? Oh, God.
Fart number 4.
Oh, my God. I think that person needs a wet wipe, possibly a diaper.
Again. Human.
Or a bidet.
And if human, it sounds like a mess could have occurred.
I
after
agree.
That.
100%.
That sounds messy.
That sounds sloppy.
Adele concurs.
That sounds like change your pants.
Yeah, hope you're not in
This
public.
wasn't you, Lou, is it?
Absolutely
Because
not.
I know that you've.
It's not me.
That would be
And the last
so
one was not
fucking
Adele.
weird. Like, that's
was
disgusting, actually.
He was insinuating
No,
that the
it's not
toot
you.
was you.
What?
it's
No,
not
it
me.
wasn't me.
It's not Lou Polyps.
Oh.
Lou Polyp Man.
Fart number 5.
Oh, God.
Fart number 5.
Oh, God, I almost choked.
Well, that was great.
I felt like it entered the
that
room.
was good. It was full of proper gas pass.
No, that
I'm just going to go ahead and say that was you, Adele.
What?
It was so full.
I did not.
You
And I
can
literally almost choked on
hear
that.
the quality of the buttocks that delivered it. Yeah.
No, I deny. That's has 100%
it's you.
nothing to do with me.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
What?
All right.
Oh,
All right.
Yeah, it wasn't you.
no. That was.
All right.
Yeah, it wasn't her.
All right.
That
I'm
was
dreading
you.
this next one being sort of a back and forth here. So, like obviously human and then either a very sick human or an animal.
Oh, God.
Fart number 6. Fart number 6.
That is so long. That is not. What is that? That was AI generated for sure.
No, these are all verified human farts.
I am grateful that none of these farts sound like they were recorded inside of the toilet. Lou might stoop that low, and I'm becoming more fearful of each one of these submissions.
Fart number 7. Fart number 7.
Okay, well, that was good. It sounded like it was delivered from a naked butt.
It did. I agree. That
And there
sounded
was a
like.
tinny quality to it that meant that it wasn't being delivered through clothing. But this sounded like like a naked fart.
Fart number 8.
Oh, my God.
Fart number 8.
Okay.
I hear talking in the
sounded-
background.
There were voices after it. Did you hear that? It sounded like it was from within a moving vehicle. Other people there.
Those poor people.
Lou, this is you all over.
It's true.
Is that
Are you
you?
gonna deny this one too?
I'm not.
You too? You gonna continue to try to pull the wool over my eyes? As I pull the wool up to my nose,
Yeah, you should.
you're gonna need a thick sweater.
Oh, look at yours.
To protect yourself from
your sweater.
some of
I know. I'm ready. 'Cause
I don't
can
want to
zip
do this
up
anymore.
and Hide.
I'm, You guys carry on with your flatulence. I guess I'll be back later. But I've got some things to think about. I'm also considering, I don't know, maybe I've got the bug now.
Oh, no.
Maybe I got the bug to record my own fart.
The bug.
Maybe that will happen.
The bug has a whole
Maybe
new
you
meaning
have
right
that
now.
to look forward
Yeah.
to, Lou. I'm going to fart in your face.
That's an unkind ever. No one should ever fart in someone else's face unless it's like a kink and they're getting paid. You know? Or I guess it's consensual in your partnership and they're just like, I really want your ass farting in my face. Like, I guess now that I'm saying it,
Yeah,
I'm not here to kink shame anyone. I guess that's someone's deal.
Well, when
but-
I was a kid, like if someone farted in your face, it was kind of like no.
Yeah.
It made me really irritated. I mean, I was
Yeah,
a
it's
very raw
downright
kid.
offensive.
I was a raw kid. I did a lot of really gross stuff. I probably, but farting in someone's face seems like something that I would have done to one of my sisters. I'm so sorry.
You know what? I feel like my brothers farted on me too.
Yeah, there's something about that sibling farting.
That's so mean.
Oh.
I don't know. Yeah, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, actually, I think that I farted on my brother Holland one time when I was little, and then he kicked me, and it hurt really bad.
Yeah, you can have a real
Because he was
visceral
like,
reaction
that's
to someone
over
farting.
the line.
It's over the line.
Oof.
Yeah, if you fart in somebody's face, you got to be ready to take a
It's like a real
subdue them as well.
disrespect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to put their arms down with your knees when you do it. So they are just really incapacitated when
They-
you
they
fart
can't
in their
fight
face.
you,
They
right.
can't fight you because
Wow.
when you have your face farted upon, it is just too far.
I didn't fart on his face, by the way. I think I farted on like his leg. We were watching TV, and how siblings are like kind of fighting over the couch, right? Like, I want to be on the couch or whatever. And I was like, whatever, young me version of fuck you. And so I like farted in his direction. Like with my ass like toward him, and he was just like, God damn it, that's it. And then he literally kicked me, which I feel like is, that's a response. That's a response. But anyway,
Thinking of you
yeah.
farting as a little girl, it's adorable. Adorable. And when you and I started to share our farts, which
What
actually
are you
was,
talking about?
I don't know. I will say that the last
Retraction, please. Who shares farts in their relationship as an adult? That's crazy,
not us.
right, guys? We
Not
don't-
you and
we
me.
don't do that. That's not okay.
We did not start sharing our farts
Right.
almost immediately after living together.
Exactly.
We didn't do that.
That was
It's
never.
still mysterious to me.
Totally. You don't know how that. I mean, do I even pass gas?
Yeah.
Do you? Who knows?
My mother never farted.
Never a fart. I know. It's true.
I never heard my mother fart
Yeah.
in the 2 decades that I lived.
It's not
her
physically
house?
possible. I mean, we've been extremely conscientious of.
I do.
Yes, what?
I want to make a bit of a confession.
Okay.
That last fart,
Uh-huh.
it was me.
Wait, the one in the car?
I recorded some farts in the car when we were traveling between gigs and stuff in Australia.
Stop. So those were other bandmates that were like subject to your.
Well, here's the thing. They weren't hot farts. They weren't hot farts. So I figured, because hot farts, I hold on to them.
But how do you know it's going to be a hot fart
Oh,
until
you
it
know.
comes out?
Oh, I know.
You know. Well, okay. So even though, dear listeners, we've never farted around each other, we do admit to passing gas in our life, and we can share that that's happened. But so you're saying is you were farting on tour, and
Well,
you are an expert in what comes out of your body. So
yes.
you know if your fart will
For
be hot
sure.
or cold.
Hot farts if you can hold them in, do it. If you can hold them in.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a pretty funny hot fart story. It's your favorite fart story.
Oh, that is, you guys, you
Should I
should
tell
really
you?
be watching this on YouTube. You should keep downloading it and let it run the whole episode on Spotify, but then scooch over to YouTube and watch Lou tell this story, because it is
I don't know why
truly
you'd have
one
to
of my
watch me.
favorite.
I don't know why
because
you'd have to watch
the
me.
face you make when you pretend to be.
Okay.
Anyway, so
I got to do this quick
Okay,
because
okay.
God knows when 4-Track Man is going to intervene.
Please share this amazing story.
So years ago, this would be a while ago, maybe 20 years ago. My diet was not great. My diet didn't really improve until you and I got together 12
Thanks.
years ago, when I wanted to take care of my heart and things, and I was starting to understand what certain foods did to my body. But back then, I wouldn't hesitate to have a pepperoni pizza with jalapenos on it the night before I took a cross-country flight.
Whoa.
I would just, blah, blah.
That's a move.
And the way that I eat too, I barely chew my food,
I know. It's like inhaling.
which it's a big part of flatulence too. Apparently, is how much air you swallow.
Oh.
So I'm a gulper. So I got on this flight, and I'm sitting next to this. I don't know if they were older couple, sitting right next to me, and
So it's like a three-person
Yeah,
row.
three-person.
So you and then the couple.
Yep, I'm on the aisle because I like my aisle.
So
It might have even been a bulkhead, which kind of makes it worse. So these people were, we'd had a wall in front of us.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Where were you flying to?
I don't remember.
Oh, okay.
I was flying all the time back then because I'm a musician and I travel a lot.
He's so well traveled.
So
Yes.
I felt it happening.
Oh no.
And this was like so
Oh, no.
painful.
Oh no.
And it was so painful.
The gripping.
I was like, oh God, cramping. Because I didn't have to go to the bathroom.
But you had to release
Oh, I had
an
to.
epic fart. Oh god.
And so I was like, and I have a thing, I've developed over the years of traveling on airplanes where
You've learned some tips.
I really squeeze my thighs together if I'm going to do it.
Oh, to help minimize
Yes,
the
I want to just
impact
blow it
of your
directly into
gas.
the seat and keep it from escaping. So I
Okay.
clench my buttocks and I clench my thighs.
Yeah, and like
So I
press
did
it down
I'm
into
like,
the
I'm
seat.
like, I'm going to
Okay.
do this. I'm
'Cause
like,
you
I
had
got
to.
I had to.
You knew it was coming.
And it was like, and it was hot. Hot. Molten. And I'm like, oh God. And I let it go and I'm like, oh no. And then I'm literally grabbing both sides of my knees and pulling them together even tighter. Like, oh God, please.
Trying to create a seal.
And then the guy goes to his wife. He's like, oh my God. Did you smell that? And she's like, and she said, I did. Oh my God. I mean, they really acted like it was the worst thing that had ever happened to them. Maybe they were very dramatic people. I don't know. But they acted like something really bad was happening.
Yeah.
Like as if they had smelled like, gas fumes through the fucking air vents or something, or burning.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh God. And then and I'm like, oh no. And then I let another one go. I couldn't help it. And then they started to almost openly weep. Like, oh God. I swear one of them went, oh my God, it's so bad. I mean, it was as if they were like witnessing a tragedy.
Oh my God. Okay.
This was like, the Hindenburg going down. Oh my God! He was like, and they're drawing and so I was like, the only thing I could do, because I'm like, oh, this is so me. I took my shirt and I put it over my nose.
As if you were also a victim
I was
to
like,
this.
oh my God. And then the guy goes like, see, look, he can smell it too.
Oh my God. So, pun intended, hot tip. In order to get out of, the blame and the shame for dropping the bomb. You pretend.
Might not want to be the first person to draw your shirt over your nose because he who smelt it
dealt it. Okay.
But I did. It was a brilliant move because
you waited just long enough.
Too. Like they were ready to make friends with me.
Yeah,
Like, we were gonna be. People.
It was like you had gone through like a massive trauma, and you were like trauma bonding. You know, you were just like, oh my God, we lived through this experience. Oh wow!
It was. But
did it take a while for the air to clear, or was that your only fart then on the plane?
I don't really remember much after them saying, "Look, he can smell it too."
I love that for you, though. I love that so much for you.
I felt the relief. I felt absolved.
Right.
I felt a deep
freedom.
A deep sense of relief that only really farting would have done. Because at that point, I could have smoked that plane out.
Oh my God. Yeah.
I could have gone back to the bathroom and just crop dusted the whole fucking aisle.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
And people would have they were retching. This poor couple were retching.
Well, right, they were choking on what you dropped. Oh my God.
So
wow, I love that story so much. It never ceases to deliver.
Now you're wearing a sweater.
I am, yeah. Which brings us to another public.
It's a Pendleton sweater.
This is a true Oh, wait, do I hear a? No, it's just myself. It's a true Pendleton. It's a men's sweater. We got this in Spooner, Wisconsin. If you happen to be going through Spooner. You should stop at this store. Don't
name it.
I don't know the name of it, but there's a nice store. Anyway, it's the only and it's the only clothing store. It's the guy who
the salesman,
yes,
and perhaps the owner of the store,
perhaps
was really.
And again, an older gentleman.
Yeah, and you really wanted to buy a Pendleton that day for some reason. You were like, we got to get a Pendleton sweater. And he started telling us about Pendleton sweaters.
He had a wonderful fun fact.
Yep, the Beach Boys were originally called the Pendletones, and they wore exclusively Pendleton shirts.
And he brought out the little news article right away to show us.
Yeah, like
so
it's like rocks, like musicians and their Pendletons. Some include Neil Young.
Yes, and so they were the Beach Boys originally. Guys were the Pendletones.
While he was
sharing this anecdote,
somebody beefed.
He beefed.
Well,
there was only 3 of us in the store, so me, you, and him.
You know, but it actually smelled so familiar to me that I thought, is that me? I'm like, no.
Was it you?
No.
Okay.
Because it actually stunk to me.
Okay.
Because I can have bad farts, and I understand what I've done, and I understand that it's gross, but it doesn't repulse me.
Right.
But I was getting that catch. Where you're like, ugh. I was getting that little.
Like, I wonder what he ate. Something familiar.
A little bit of revulsion, and he was such a friendly person.
He was wonderful.
He had a wonderful look, and he had almost this boyish aura about him.
He did. He had a boyish charm.
And he just really laid an egg right there for us.
I didn't smell it though.
You didn't smell it?
No.
Oh, I walked right into it.
Oh, it must have been a little bit closer to him by the register or something. Because I
didn't. I thought that you smelt this too. I shared
you
this
were like,
with you.
You were like, did you smell? And I'm like, what are you talking about? I had no idea.
And what was so cool about it, and we've talked about this recently.
Yeah.
And it's happening in my bands as well. As you get older, you just let it go. You just let it go.
Right.
And this guy is like...
And you don't even announce it.
This guy is like, I mean... You're done trying to hide it. Like, who are you trying to impress here?
Sure. Well, and it's just like we are now at the point where our bodies will be looked at and cared upon, probably needing to be by other people. We're aging, there's a lot of, you're just kind of like.
As a former nursing home employee, I wiped asses of really sweet old ladies.
Right.
Sweet. Like, oh, You know, I mean, you're like, and you know, you just like, we're there to make it okay.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. It's a normal body function.
Yeah.
Someone poops and they're old or they need help and then you need to wipe it.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, and if you're going to have to fart when you get older, you just got to, I love the walk and toot. I really feel like I'm noticing with older people that they just kind of like walk around, have conversation and just fart. You know, you're like, oh, okay. And then we're not talking about what just happened, but they just tooted. And, you know, you just nod and smile and you carry on as if the fart didn't happen, but we all know it did. Yeah. But, you know, there's not even like a glint of like, I got away with something in their eye because they literally don't care anymore. It's just pure freedom.
When I was a kid,
yeah,
hearing a fart in the wild was like a real event.
Totally.
You know, like my worst wild fart obviously was on the plane. Yeah. But my first wild fart that
fart
I saw,
in the wild, yeah.
It was in a supermarket, and there was a lady in front of me, and she really farted.
Oh my gosh!
I mean, just a real.
Oh god!
And she turned and she went, "Oops."
Well, that's cute.
It was cute.
That's adorable.
It was.
I had it wasn't just farting, but I was in a stall next to someone who had absolutely like bowel destroying diarrhea at the airport. I felt so bad for them, but I was also in hell because of the smell that happened. It was insane. It was when I worked at the Minneapolis St. Paul airport, and I don't know. I must have just like come back from my lunch break or something and had to use the potty because you just have to use the regular airport bathrooms when you work at most.
Like a special employee bathroom?
We didn't, no. And our back room was just this tiny little back room, no potty. And I remember entering into the stall at like the same time as this woman, so I know what she looks like, and there's no need to describe what she looks like because that's neither here nor there. But I just remember then knowing like what she looked like I was able to picture her face, like maybe having a really hard time. And she was very loud though. On top of the loud farting and the diarrhea, she was like, oh god, like literally was like, fuck it, I can't. You know, when you're at home or something and you have flu diarrhea or whatever, and you're like screaming and just in hell. This poor woman had to have it happen at the fucking airport bathroom.
She was in agony.
Oh, she was. Oh my god.
Hey, 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 hey.
He was kind of making those sounds.
Excellent news.
Excellent.
I am crowning this episode. Crowning. That makes me think of a baby's head.
Oh, what is happening?
Being born. It also makes me think of totem polling.
Oh my God.
Do y'all know what totem polling is? Let these two describe it, but hey, I'm ready to participate in this. Check this out. I ate an entire package of dried mango shortly after my last appearance. And those mangoes go to work on me almost instantaneously. And check out the results. Check this out.
Oh, God.
4-track man's fart.
Yes. Now that sounds healthy. That sounds healthy. Okay? Lou probably could get some more advice from me.
What you talking about? What are you
Polyps,
saying?
Lou.
Oh, God.
Those weren't my farts.
That's not
Mine
funny.
either.
Oh.
Those were not my farts.
Thank you to all the generous donors who donated their farts to us.
The flatulence, the fartisode, the gasosode.
The distractisode.
Raw impressions.